Hey, what's up, screenwriting fam? This is Tony the Screenwriter, aka Tony McBride, aka Tony the Screenwriter, talking to you on May 2nd here in Los Angeles as a screenwriter and now an author. All right, so giving you an update. I haven't spoken to you guys in a while. I've been really down and out because two of my favorite screenwriting platforms are going out of business, I found out, and it's been confirmed today. First off is Coverfly. I found out earlier this week that the renowned Coverfly, the online platform where you can upload your scripts, get exchange coverage, submit to contests, get coverage on your scripts, paid coverage on your scripts, is going out of business in August. A bit of nostalgia. Coverfly was the very first place where I uploaded my very first script way back in 2015. It was Dance with the Bulls, and it was very actually I would want to say that it is the very first upload of my very first feature script. It was Dance with the Bulls at the time. It's now Bring Them Home, and I have a bit of nostalgia. It was also, I want to say, it was my very first screenplay contest submission for Screencraft Fellowship, where I actually placed with Dance of the Bulls as quarterfinalist. So I'm really hurt and sad about that as well. And not a lot of nostalgia. I had quite a few script coverage exchange, and that was my go-to source for free notes. So, me being the struggling artist that I am, I have to get free notes, and the notes, I must say, were outstanding. And I must say the notes that I gave were pretty good too. I had about a 4.65 rating overall, and they're going out of business in August. So I'm really sad about that, and got to see what I'm going to do with my profile and see if I can make any kind of connections with that, and maybe get my my new rom-com script looked at before it's too late. Number two, second one is Tracking Board. I was looking at the spec script scouter, just to see which spec scripts are out and about and who's sending them out, and on the very right hand side, it was saying that they're going out of business in September. Tracking Board. I thought it was just a Tracking Board launch pad going out of business, but all Tracking Board services are going out of business. And you know what? That's where I found my current manager on the Tracking Board, the spec script tracker that comes out about every month. I found her last year around April, and they're going out of business. I saw her last year. She was releasing a bunch of scripts, and I, followed up with her, and then she immediately had signed me on board. So, they're going out of business, and that's kind of hurtful because me being a struggling artist, a struggling screenwriter, I felt bad about it. And it was like two major avenues for screenwriters to, one, upload their scripts, get noticed by industry pros, and a great place for you kind of track your success to see whether your scripts are being released and scripts are getting placed in contests, and you can kind of get some kind of notoriety. I was on Coverfly's Red List twice last year. Those were huge confidence boosters, as well as Tracking Board. When I signed with my manager, my spec scripts were listed on Tracking Board spec script tracker, and it was a huge confidence booster last year, and I could not be prouder. It was another notch that said, Tony McBride, you have one extra step this year in being noticed. So, some people are like, script contests are a scam, the script sites are a scam, but these script sites are such a huge deal to the up and coming screenwriter that has very limited funds. So I bid farewell, I bid adieu to these phenomenal resources for screenwriters. Given that, I just want to say that since last time we spoke, I've turned all of my screenplays into novellas, and with some success. So all 11 scripts that I had, most recently Tears of Redemption, The Whispers in the Woods, all of my scripts that I had as screenplays, award-winning screenplays, I turned into novellas. And I found out a really great way of turning them into novellas. So I would write them in final draft, cut and paste the final draft version, and paste it into Word, and then I would upload it into the sites, into Amazon's Kindle KDP. I would turn it to an EPUB and into an Amazon-friendly file as well. Upload it into an ebook file, and I distributed it as an ebook on several platforms. And then I got hip. I just decided to do it on Amazon, Ingram Sparks, and Draft Digital, to great success. A lot of failure, but it was a great success. It was a great learning opportunity. I got to do things my way, and even though I failed at first, I tried and tried again, and I kind of got the process down a little bit, and I'm somewhat proud at what I'm looking at sometimes. The Amazon product for paperback and hardback, not as much as I wanted to, but the Draft to Digital product is fantastic, and so is the Ingram Sparks. And with that, I'm distributed to all of the places that I want to be distributed to the Barnes and Nobles, to a lot of booksellers, and on top of that, to libraries. So now I can avidly start marketing bookstores to just start ordering my products. And guess what? Lo and behold, I did a free book promotion on Amazon Kindle for about a week, and I had over 300 downloads, 300 orders processed for my ebook. It was free, but it was a huge confidence booster for this year. Then on top of that, I had 3 printed books ordered in the month of April, in the very first month. So that was pretty good. And I've been tracking every week. I haven't had any more books ordered, but brought me down off of cloud 9. I'm not a bestseller yet, but hey, 3 books ordered in the first month. I would say the first week. It's pretty good for me. Somebody actually likes my stuff to some degree. So I want to keep promoting my books and see where that leads. Hopefully I get a few book sales, and this will be, a strong source of supplemental income. So see how that's going. That's where I am. So Tony McBride, Tony the Screenwriter, is not just a screenwriter anymore. I'm also an author. Okay, so that's that. And Draft to Digital was my latest publication platform, and the books look outstanding. So catch me on Amazon. I can upload and attach my Amazon webpage. Catch me on Ingram Spark under Anthony McBride, and Draft to Digital Anthony McBride as well. So if you want to order my books, you know where to find me. I'll include my link when I release this on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, you name it. So that's what I am. That's what I'm doing. You guys can check me out. As far as that, and with that, Tony the Screenwriter has decided to look into another medium stream, which is video games. I think I'm going to turn 1 or 2, maybe 3 of my scripts into video games. So I spoke with a guy here in LA who's in a video game. I'm going to create a script. Once I create a script, I will say it's going to be at the end of the year. And once I create a script, I'm just going to go and see if I can market that bad boy and get a video game made out of it. As far as that, representation has been going okay. I'm trying to meet with my manager. No scripts sold yet. Nothing's going on that front. Besides that, Tony the Screenwriter is making another venture in 2025 as far as the genre. I'm tackling the romantic comedy. So I'm doing another feature script. It's called I'm Sorry, Please Forgive Me, Thank You, I Love You. It's a romantic comedy, a comedic comedy, which is what I call it. And I think it's pretty good so far. You know, I've been watching a lot of the rom-coms and I've been getting inspired. So that's where I am, guys. It's hitting spring. So what I want to do is really get all this writing done. I want to get this romantic comedy out of my system. Hopefully I can get it written in May. I'm kind of backlogged because I've done the follow-up to Abolition, my horror flick, and with the success of Sinners, I'm really hoping my my horror script that's award-winning gets read and gets produced somehow, and that everybody's on the buzz from Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler, and hopefully that inspires a bunch of buyers to buy my horror. And follow-up, which will be Segregation, a civil rights vampire deal. So that'll be interesting. And I'll be creating more follow-ups to that horror series as well. So that's where I am on Screenwriter. And hopefully by the end of this year, I'll have my short story done. It looks like it's going to be the amputee version, the short story version of Chase the Lion, about an amputee guy. I know it's going to be risky. People told me to do a rom-com, but because it'll be cheaper. But my passion, my heart is saying do the Chase the Lion short. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to shoot it in a very short time, and see how I can do this logistically. Maybe just do it on an iPhone and just shoot it. Get some actors, maybe some veterans to do it. But that's where I am, guys. I'm an author. I'm working on a rom-com. Hopefully this will be the year that I sell a script, man. If I can sell one script, that'll be a huge confidence booster. I'm feeling dark right now because two of my favorite platforms are going away. And they were some of the very guys that I got started with in some way, shape, or form as a baby screenwriter. And I'm feeling sad right now. It's May. It's getting kind of dark. This is the time of year when it gets really dark, you know, when I'm not making any money in any way and I'm not getting any feedback on my scripts. It's like that time where, you know, I'm getting a lot of rejection. I'm getting a lot of ghosting, and, you know, it's not fall where, you know, I'm getting a lot of answers from my contest submissions. So it's getting dark. Wish me luck. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. And guys, subscribe, hit me up, like this video, and never hesitate to, you know, message me, DM me if you have any questions, if you want to reach out, if you need any kind of support. I'm here. I'm Tony the Screenwriter, signing out. Peace.